Half human games, baby. Alright, so we're gonna play Dwerve. If you download the demo, make sure to join our Discord or follow us on Twitter and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to it. I'm one of the developers working on Dwerve. I worked on a little bit of the code and a lot of the art. So here's our story for Dwerve. I'm gonna go through it quickly. You can read it when you play it. But basically, dwarfs used to live in a mountain, and they unearthed some trolls. And in this world, when trolls touch light, they turn to stone. But anyway, it's been a long time since the dwarves lived in the mountain. The dwarves no longer live in the mountain, and now it's just fable and legend. And here we are, we're Dwerve, and we got blue hair. By the way, if you plug in a controller, check this out. This is gonna be cool. If you plug in a Xbox controller or a PlayStation controller, the keys switch right away. Isn't that awesome? So here in the intro, we just learn how to move, and then we get scared and we try to run home. We say, F that. Oh my god! Don't worry, you're supposed to die in the intro. It's so that your dad can scorn you. Here we are at Dwerve's house. Let's see what my dad has to say. Dwerve, you're awake. Thank goodness you're alright. I told you never to go to the Snoring Forest. Your mother went there and never came back. Dang, that's sad, right? Alright, I'm just gonna skip through the dialogue a little bit here. If you want to know everything that happens, play the demo! The portraits took us forever. I think we went a little too detailed on the portraits for pixel art. What do you guys think? Look at all those wrinkles in my grandpa. So Esmond's gonna teach me. He's gonna teach me how to defend myself. There's a couple of, check this out, it's pretty cool, right? Whoop, the roof disappears and fades in. So Grandpa's going over there and he's gonna teach me, but we're gonna explore a little bit, right? So there's this currency in our game called scrap, and it just gets sucked up right away when you get near it. Check this little bird out. Isn't that a nice little touch? And then there's a couple of little Easter eggs if you explore. So for example, still not dry when I go up to the laundry, and I love how games like to just hide little things. For example, this scrap back here. Because when you hide little things like that, it rewards exploration. Alright, let's go train with my grandpa. Let's see how he teaches me to defend myself. Us dwarves are very strong, but we're also very slow. This makes us weak against multiple foes. That's why warriors of the old days became warsmiths. Warsmiths were warrior engineers that use turrets and traps to take on multiple foes at once. And here we go. This is where we start learning how to use turrets and traps. So if you didn't realize, or you don't know, Dwerve is a tower defense dungeon crawler. That's right, it's a genre mashup. And a pretty interesting one. You know how in most tower defense games there's not really a level you go through? The spin blade turret is a melee turret that constantly damages all enemies around it with its spinning blade. So as you can imagine, this is a pretty good AoE weapon. Turrets require power stones to function. Blade blade blue, go get some power stones. So here we go, we get some power stones. And in the bottom left corner, you can see that we have 2 power stones and that the slice tower costs 2. So we're just gonna go ahead and build that next to the dummy. Dummy is dead. Good job. However, you have 0 power stones remaining. Without power stones, you can't build turrets. Don't worry. To get power stones back, you just have to recall your turret. He said something like that. So with spacebar, if you're playing on PC, you recall your turret, and the power stones fly right back to you. It's automatic. And it's basically the energy resource. You can think of power stones as mana, but you never run out of it. It always recharges. It's just a way to make sure that people don't build too many turrets, you know? It's our way of balancing the amount of turrets that you can build at one time. So here we get a bouncing boomerang. So this is going to be my my basic attack. We don't want Dwarf to have like a giant sword and shield and go in blazing, because it's a tower defense game, so we want to focus on the towers. You do get a basic attack though, because and Griffin boots for dashing, because it just feels better to be able to do a couple of things with Dwarf. So check out this grain here, this hay or whatever. With my boomerang, I can auto attack it, and sometimes there might be scrap hidden in it. But I also got the dash, and you can dash through all that hay right there. Alright, I'm not gonna farm that for coins, but it is pretty fun. You can also build a tower, and the tower will cut it down. That's pretty cool, right? So we have a bunch of destructibles in the environments. For example, we got these boxes here. To auto attack, you have to stand still, and the reason we did that is because in a tower defense game, think about it. You're gonna have enemies coming at you, and oh my gosh, I'm mumbling over my words. You're gonna have enemies coming at you, and if you can always run and attack, then you could kite enemies really, really easily. So we kind of wanted to balance it, and by having you auto attack the enemies when you stand still, it also makes it really easy for you to just focus on the towers and not really have to think about when to and how to attack. It's basically a way for you to support your turrets. On its own, just throwing out boomerangs isn't really strong enough to kill enemies. It's more just like extra damage. Check it out, you can even destroy bushes. So here we have our first spawner, it's a beehive. The bees will come at me, so I have to... The bees will come at me, as you can see, so I have to sort of guide them towards my towers. Check out that view. That's Brecca Village. That's Dwarves' hometown, and it's also where the dwarves moved to after they left the mountain. And as you can guess, there's gonna be some story in that mountain. I should rebuild my turret. You can see there's a health bar above the turret and it's smoking. If you don't rebuild your turrets, they're gonna fall, and then you're gonna probably get screwed a little bit. In later battles, it's actually... Oops. That one fell. In later battles, rebuilding your turret is super important. I think it's gonna fall this time. Maybe not. I did it. I made it. There's a health potion. Bottom right corner is my health. As you can see, there's a blue bar. That blue bar is my dash, and you can see it recharging in the bottom right corner now, so I can't dash. Dashing is pretty good when you're in a tight situation, but sometimes we're gonna put you in situations where you can't really dash away, like this right here. The purpose of this battle is to make sure you can't run away, because we want to really enforce. It's a tutorial, so we want to enforce that you need to rebuild your towers and move them during battles. There are icons on the spawners, and you can see this one is green, and there's a little timer inside it. So that shows you when the next wave is going to come out. See, it turned red, and then there was an exclamation point. It goes from green to red, and when it turns red, you'll see an exclamation point, and that's when the spawn's coming out. So you can sort of time when enemies are coming out. So here we are at Esben's Brewery. He sent us here in the top right corner. You can see our quest: defeat the bee fairies at the brewery. So let's go into the brewery. Dwarf, boy, am I glad to see you. The hiccup. The bee fairies swarmed the place, so I've been hiding in here. This is basically going to be your best friend and your pet. Airy. Isn't Airy cool? Hop on in my bag. Airy jumped on in my bag. Isn't that cute? So we got 2 more power stones, which means we can build 4 towers now. Let's get him. Check this out. I'm gonna dash through it. Fly out. Anything that is destructible, you can dash through or destroy with your boomerang. Alright, so now we have 2 towers. So, very basic strategy. We're still kind of going through the tutorial. This is the first real battle. So I'm gonna recall my turrets. I'm gonna check out where the wave is coming from. There's one coming from up here. I'm gonna put a tower there. Alright, quest complete. I think there's a box up here. Yeah, let's destroy this thing. Ooh, there was a health potion in there. That's what I needed. Alright, let's go back home. We got rid of the bees at Esben's brewery. Da-da-dum! The village is on fire! Dwarf, look, the village is under attack. Wait, isn't Eric down there? Remember, Eric is Dwarf's dad. Eric will be fine, right? He's the best warrior I know. Grandpa looks concerned, man. Ah, there you are, grandson. Come, we must go inside. I can't. I have to find Dad. Bloody Blue. He gives me a crossbow turret. And he teaches me how to recall towers. You can hold spacebar, and basically that lets you decide which tower you're going to recall. So before it was simple. You could just tap spacebar. I'll show you guys what Gramps is talking about. So let's say I build a tower here and here. So I got 2 towers now. How do I know which one I recall when I press spacebar? It recalls the closest tower, but also the direction you're facing is going to decide which tower you recall. So for example, I recalled this one because I was close to it. Now I recalled this one because I was close to it. But if I'm like in between them, the direction I'm facing should decide which tower I recall. If you want to see which tower you're going to recall, you can hold spacebar. And you see the indicator above? You see how it's switching? So that way, if you hold spacebar, you won't accidentally recall the wrong turret. Alright, let's go save Dad. Here we are, on our way to the village. We got the crossbow turrets. Let's see what they can do. So obviously they have range, and they're going to be good for shooting enemies over water. A treasure chest, how do we get to it? I love it. I love to tease stuff like that. Treasure chest there. So that way, if you remember it, you'll think about going and getting it later. Brecca Village, we made it, boys. Who's this? It's Vandra. What a splendid surprise. It looks like my little experiment worked. Carve them up. You made sure our troll archers only fired the elf fairy arrows, correct? Yes, Queen. And our troll archers wore hoods on their faces, like you said, so they won't suspect us. So as you can tell, there's some plot, man. The plot is thickening. So these guys are trolls, and they basically are trying to make it look like the elves attacked the village. And remember, the trolls are supposed to turn to stone in light, so something is fishy. Phew, that was close. For a second I thought they saw us. Bloody blue. Bloody boo. Alright, so check it out. We got some enemies there, and now we're gonna... Oh, they're coming. I was gonna say, we're gonna decide how to take on these enemies. This is a tower defense aspect. I'm kinda gonna show you a cool little thing you can do. So I got an arrow tower back here, and I'm protecting it with a slice tower. Oh, we got a new spawn coming. We got a new spawn coming. I'm gonna try something like this. Let's see if this works. We got bees coming over the grass. I'm gonna use Dwarf as a tower. Protect me from the bees. Get him, Dwarf. The tower in the middle looks like it's kind of low, but I think we're gonna make it. We did it. We made it. Check out this giant totem. Isn't that cool? It's my dad! What are you doing here? You should have stay safe and stuff. Alright, I gotta kill that, and I gotta kill that, and I gotta kill that. I got you, Dad. Here, take this tar trap, so you can slow warborgs. Traps only require 1 power stone. Here, take mine. I'll be alright. So, we just got a power stone, and we got a tar trap. The tar trap is a floor trap made of sticky tar that slows all enemies that walk over it. So traps are something new that we just introduced. And the biggest difference between traps and towers is that traps don't have a health bar. Oops, wrong tower. Oh no, I effed up! Oh, quick! So traps don't have a health bar, instead they have a timer. And the reason we didn't give them a health bar is because a health bar. We didn't give them a health bar because enemies can't attack traps. I got him. Yeah, so check it out. You can see that instead of a health bar at the top, there's a timer that's slowly going down. There's a key there. I need it. I want it. Alright, so I think we're going to do the technique that we just got taught, which was to use a tar trap to slow the enemies before they get to me. Because I don't have enough power stones to put a slice tower down here. Oh, they are getting close. They are getting close. Come on, Dwarf, we can do it. Oh, I think they're gonna make it. I think they're gonna make it. We held them off. Remember to use Dwarf as a tower. If you're constantly running around, then Dwarf's not gonna do his auto attacks. And here's that chest that we saw earlier. By the way, if you're just joining into the stream, don't forget to wishlist the game. That's why we're doing this whole festival, is to get wish lists. The wish list is basically our only way to really know how successful this Steam event is, and you know, giving out the demo. And if you wishlist the game, download the demo, and please give us feedback. Feedback is so important at an early stage of development, like now. So if you download the game, there's a Discord link in the very at the start screen. So join our Discord if you played the demo and you want to give us some feedback. The dwarves made it back from their raid. Chief Tane's horn. And the warriors, they're back from raiding. Let's head back after you kill the last of these warborgs. So I think I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna put this here. I am sort of kind of showing you guys how to solve these puzzles. So, you know, there's a bit of a spoiler alert here. I should purposely build the wrong ones just so that you guys think that that's the right combination. So there are multiple ways to solve sort of these battles, but there are definitely optimal ways. So this right here was pretty much the optimal way. But you could have tried all sorts of stuff. You could have tried something like this, right? You could have probably done this. That probably would have worked. Let me dash through this to get all of them. Yeah. I got full health, so I'm not going to go over to the other side. Let's go see what Chief Tane has to say. Dwarf, there you are. I've been looking for you. Come quickly. Your father, he's in trouble. Dude, my dad's in trouble? What happened? What happened? How dare you lie to me? You expect me to believe that trolls did this? Remember earlier? Pardon me. Remember earlier that the trolls, they were trying to pin it on the elves? They tried to make it look like the elves did it? Did you think no one would notice when you abandoned your post to go into the Snoring Forest to plot with the elf fairy fiends? Elf fairy arrows lay scattered across our village. How dare you protect them? This is treason. Take them away. Sounds like Chief Tane has it out for Eric. No, wait. Dad. I don't like Chief Tane. So they're gonna prepare for revenge. Basically, they're about to start a war. And that's exactly what the trolls wanted. What's Grandpa got to say? Oh no. I'd say try to talk to the Chief Tane, but we all know he's a stubborn dwarf. Eric says he went into the Snoring Forest to find you. Yeah, right. You don't have the guts to enter that cursed forest. Well, guess what? I think we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go to the forest. I think we're gonna get the guts and go. You have until the next full moon to bring me the head of a troll, or else your father's head is mine. So you guys can feel free to explore the village after this part. I'm not gonna explore the village because I don't want to bore you guys. The trolls must still live in Mount Crowcrest. After all these years, they finally found a way to withstand the sunlight. Travel north through Snoring Forest and find the gates of Crowfest, the way into the mountain. And we get the spike trap. Alright, here we go, spike trap. Before we go there, we were told to just, oh, who's that? Who were they? So much mystery. I must know. Dwarf, who's that? They must be a troll spy. Let's hunt it down and get its head. We need that proof. Follow him. So before we go follow him, we're going to complete the quest, which is get Eric's Power Stone. So here we are. Here's a chest. We got a little emote for a key. There's quite a bit of emotes in this game for different things to give you hints. Like when you need more Power Stones. There's an emote for a Power Stone. You see that? Hey, you need more Power Stones. You can also see the Power Stones above Dwarf's head, so you don't have to look in the bottom left corner all the time. Did you see that? You see I have 4, now I have 2, now I have 0. And as they come back to me, you can see them pop up above my head. That's just, you know, convenience, so you don't have to keep looking in the bottom left corner. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the key was right here. That was the key to the chest, right up there. Before I go there, I just want to show off the dock a little bit. You know, maybe destroy a crate. Get some scrap. What's up, dwarf? What up, dwarfs? Alright, let's get that Power Stone. Now we have 6, so we can build 3 towers. And let's go. Go north to the Snoring Forest. Man, this person's like watching us, right? A little suspicious. They're acting suspicious. Alright. Look how much scrap that got me. We are now in the Snoring Forest, boys. I can't resist when I see it. When I see a crate, I gotta break it. Look, a health potion up there. So we can build 3 towers, but remember that traps cost 1. So here we're putting the spike trap in front of the slice tower. It's a pro strat. Oh my gosh, they got through. Quickly build. So it looks like they're attacking the left one. So I'm gonna... You can sort of like guide them towards certain towers. If you see that a tower is like low HP. Oh snap. Oof, I was a little too slow there. So in this part you have to rebuild. If you don't rebuild the towers, then you're gonna fail. Get him. I'll show you guys the secret, alright? We need that health potion. Thank you. I'm gonna show you guys a secret before we move on. There's a key here, and there must be a treasure chest nearby. Spoiler alert, look away for like 5 seconds if you don't want the spoiler. But we're gonna go get that chest. So, check it out, I got armor. And in the bottom right corner, you see that silver bar? That silver bar over the health, that's armor. Alright, let's get ready for this battle. So I gotta press E, R, R, R. We're still sort of going through the tutorial. That's why we're giving out these like hints to how to solve stuff. Don't worry, I believe this is the last one. Oh, boomerang! Boomerang them bees, dwarves. Oh, this is kind of dicey. They're getting pretty close. Oh, they're getting so close. They're getting so close. There we go. Finish them off quick. There's multiple ways to solve this one too, but we did want to teach the tar trap spike strat, where you make them spend more time over the spikes so they take more damage. There's a lot of cool combos like that in Dwarf. It's all about how you can combine the towers to create some pro strats. Alright guys, so what do you think I would do here? I kinda don't want to give it away. Think about it for a second. Think about it for a second. What would you do? What would you do? Enemies gonna come from both sides, and there's water. The arrow towers. That's what you should do. Get them, arrow towers. I'm pretty sure that this one, if you don't use the arrow towers, I think it'd be really, really hard. Oh god. I made it through. Making it through. There's so many of them, I should use the slice tower. Got him. Remember, the slice is good for AoE. And then the arrow tower is good for single target. Wait a second, that's not a troll, that's a dwarf! Spoiler! I'm a dwarf indeed. I lured you here for a reason. I'm a traveling merchant, you see? I sell items and upgrades. Well, I did until the Noblings stole my tools. What are the Noblings? We're about to find out. Let's make a deal. Down the path from here is Fort Stonewall. The dwarves abandoned the fort centuries ago, so of course the Noblings moved in and made a mess of the place. I tracked the Noblings that stole my tools. Blah 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 blah. So basically, we're gonna help Slaw, and then we'll be able to get upgrades. I need a health potion, that's what I need. I hope there's a health potion in here. Oh no. Is there one down here? No. We're probably gonna get wrecked. Look, it's a Nobling! And he was ranged. It's our first ranged enemy. Get that one, get him. Did you see this Nobling? He's got a shield. And look, it says block, block. So you cannot kill these guys with arrow towers. dropped the key. Did you see that? Isn't that cool? So we just introduced ranged enemies and enemies that can block some of the towers. So that adds a lot more strategy. You can't just build anything now. What's in this treasure? Hey, that's our treasure, you stinker dwarf. Look, it's the Nobbling Spearman. He looks a little pissed. He's so cute, but he looks a little pissed. What you gonna do about it, Nobbling? Oh, that's what they're gonna do about it. I don't know if I'm gonna survive this, but let's try. We got 3 towers. I'm gonna put this here, put this here, put this here. Oh my god, I took a hit there. Look at my HP. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Maybe. Oh! Did you see? Did you see that dart hit me? Okay, so let's try a little bit different of a strat. I think I'm gonna do this. Oops, I messed up that a little bit. These are the spearmen. The icon shows you what's spawning. So we can see spearmen are spawning here, and the archers are spawning here. Oops, shoot down there. We're gonna recall our turrets. We gotta get rid of these guys. Oh no, I'm pinned. I think I'm gonna dash through them. Here we go, boys. Ugh! Did you like that dash? So I don't know if you noticed, but the dash has a knockback. It's pretty cool. Alright, we made it through that battle. Look at all that gore. If you go to options, you know, and you don't like the gore, you can get rid of blood. Did you see it? You can get rid of the blood, and you can even get rid of the corpses. If it's too much for you, if you just feel bad for the Nobblings, you can get rid of the corpses. I'm gonna turn them back on though. Look at if we just turn on blood. If we just turn on blood, look at that. Oh my god. Alright, so there's something cool in here. Something cool up in here. Check it out, guys. Look at our lighting. Woo! So a lot of the game is going to take place inside the mountain. And there's going to be some pretty cool lighting up in there. We're pretty proud of how good our lighting looks. Look at that chest. That one looks good. It looks shiny. But guess what? I'm not going to show you how to get it. Alright? There's the chest, but I don't want to ruin this puzzle. Alright? I'm proud of this puzzle, okay? It's a good puzzle. It's a good puzzle, and I don't want to ruin it. But basically, you gotta pull levers. Alright, let's get out of there. I will show you a secret here, though. Just a little secret, alright? You can go down here. It's not a big one. You just get some bushes. It's kind of fun to go up here, too, and just get, like, a perspective of where you were before. I love games that do that. Alright, so here we have a puzzle. This one's a little bit easier, and I have to solve this one. This one's not optional. So we pulled that lever. That gets us in here. What does pushing this do? Didn't seem to do anything. Let's pull this. Okay, we can just go through, right? Ah, haha. Did you see that? When you pull this, the gate's down, but the pad brings it up. So what do you think we gotta do? I'll give you a hint. It's go around. And that's how you get through that puzzle. Alright, here we are near the final battle. If you're just joining the stream, please wishlist. And if you go to dwarve.com, we have a link to our Discord. If after playing the demo, please give us feedback. Let us know which battles you found difficult, which towers you like. You know, we love to hear back from people who played the demo. Let us know what you think of the story. Anything. Alright, here we go. We're ready. This is basically testing what we learned. We gotta prove we know the mechanics. So these next guys are archers, which means that they're not gonna fall for that, and we gotta kill them with crossbows. You dead. Okay, so we got enemies coming from down here. I think I'm gonna do tar, arrow tower, and spike. I think this will work. Great thing about arrow towers is that they can focus on 2 directions at a time because of the range. So this was a good use of the arrow towers, because there was a wave coming from above and below, and it'll just shoot at the enemies that are the closest. Let's get this health potion. Oh snap. What do we do? I'll purposefully do a strat maybe you would try. Maybe something like this. These stones on the ground are kind of a hint where to put the towers. We probably won't do that later on, but in the beginning we thought that would help people out a little bit. So it looks like they're gonna break through. They're breaking through. They're gonna get me. They got me pinned. So I'm pretty pro, and I was able to rebuild these towers as they pushed back. But the strat that we would actually prefer for you to use here is the one that we taught a little bit earlier, which is the tar spike strategy. It might be kind of hard for some people to figure out that that's the optimal thing. That's like the hardest part of working on Dwarf, is like, to us, we kind of know what the optimal strat is, but how do you make that, how do you make that obvious to the player without making it too easy? And that's the challenge, because some battles might seem like they're difficult, but if you just use like the correct towers, then it's easy. So balancing is pretty hard in this game. By the way, there are going to be way more towers than these 4. I think we have something like 15 towers. If you want to see some of the other towers that we designed, you should totally follow us on pointing the wrong way. Follow us on Twitter and check out our Twitter posts. And we have some really cool towers that we've designed, like a sunray turret, a mortar. The mortar shoots over walls. And if you have a tower idea, join our Discord and let us know about some tower idea that you have. So here's the fort. Whoa, look at all those noblings. Woo, that's a lot of noblings. Doesn't that just make you want to go there? Doesn't that make you want to go to the fort and wreck face? There's no way we can just walk through the front gate. We have to find another way in. Thanks for playing. We look forward to hearing your thoughts and improve the game based on your feedback. This is very true. Please download the demo, wish us the game, and on Discord, give us some feedback, because we would love to improve this, because we're doing a Kickstarter pretty soon. So this demo it's not quite what we're gonna have in our Kickstarter demo, but it's pretty close to it. So we really need the feedback now. There's a Kickstarter button right here at the bottom, and right now the Kickstarter is not up. We are working on the page for the Kickstarter, but if you play this demo in like a month, then that Kickstarter button will probably link to our Kickstarter. And don't forget to click this nice big green button up here to wishlist Dwarf on Steam. Thank you guys for watching Dwarf, and I think I'm just gonna answer a few questions real quick about Dwarf, and then we'll just play through it again. I mean, this event is actually helping us a lot. Yesterday we got 2,000 wish lists, and at some point there were like 7,000 people watching the stream. It was insane. But hopefully we'll see how the rest of it goes. But to answer a couple of quick questions, we don't have an exact release date. The Kickstarter is sort of going to decide how much we're going to put into the game, because based on our stretch goals, it's going to change the amount of stuff that we put into the game. Once the game is released, we do plan on doing DLC. If the game's doing really well, it'll even be free DLC. And we have like 15 different towers. I'm not sure what the number is exactly, but the point is we have a bunch of towers and traps, which is going to be really fun. The game is somewhat of an inspiration of RPGs like Zelda Link to the Past, the one on SNES, but also Dungeon Defenders, etc. We love the mashup of tower defense and dungeon crawler. We think that's a really cool mashup, and a lot of tower defense games, they don't have RPG elements to it in regards to story. There just isn't a story or like a world. So we thought that was a really interesting thing for us to do for the tower defense genre, and I hope we think you guys like that idea too. Alright, peace out for now. Let your friends know about the game, and we love you guys, and hopefully the Kickstarter does amazing. Peace! Follow us on Twitter. The links are right here in the demo. Oh, let me move my camera so you can see. Right. Oh my god, I always point the wrong way. Right there. Click that stuff. I'm Pixel Pete. You can find me on YouTube as well. Peace out.